There will be no tarot in this message. This is for all zodiac signs. There's a few of these cards that will be transitioned out temporarily. Empire and Cookie, the colors red and yellow will be highly significant. Leo, yeah, the zodiac sign of Leo, Aries. Someone here is a born leader. I heard number one stunner. Look, I'm going to tell you something. I spilled a little bit of coffee right here. But when it comes to these different messages, no tarot intended. It's time to play ball. That was at the bottom. If you notice, it says pitch. Baseball is going to be significant here. 4 bases are going to be included. The number 4 will be highly significant. Yep, with studies. I just heard someone, it sounded like they were on the roof. It was just a tree that hits the roof periodically when the wind starts to blow. Yep, I heard drawdown when the wind blows, baby. This is a collective mediumship message. My apologies for not incorporating that into the title. When I am guided to get up here and read, I was actually getting ready to go, do some more cleansing and, moving my space around. I have a couple things, that we're just, shifting around. We're getting prepared for, what's going to take place next year, right around Cancer season, baby. There is so much love in the air. Welcome in, community and collective. Hey, it's nice to have you here. If you leave some comments in the live chat, it's greatly appreciated. Something about a water board. Then I just saw a woman with a washboard. Remember 1920s, 30s genre? The old washboards where you would have a board and you would run water on it and you would wash clothing on a washboard. So with a washboard, in order to dry clothing, they had a roller. I am seeing a roller where you would roll clothing through after you use clothing on a washboard. My grandmother actually used a clothes hanger. She was a country type of gal. I could be speaking to a country gal. I heard country star. Yep, answers about the ball cap. Yep, somebody lost their marbles. Focus is here with Auntie Aloe Vera. Someone could be on the toilet. Someone could be watching in a restroom. Someone has a very large toy. Okay, I heard SpaceX spirit come through. This is a strange download for all zodiac signs. We might put some tarot on this, but as of right now, we don't have any tarot cards. Thank you. Yep, Church is here with a goblin. Something about TikTok. Someone could be watching church shows on TikTok that were affecting them. Yep, something about a lab. Someone has a dog or some type of an animal here. This church that you're getting away from. Yep, here it is again. The brother's friend hired a creep. There could be some type of creepy churchgoer around you. Whatever that is. She told him, I am my man. She told him that her man, I told her that my woman, she must be psychic. Hell yeah, there's a man and a woman that are together that are both psychic as a motherfucker. Blue car, highway, we can both see shit. We can see aircraft landing on the highway before it lands. Yeah, that's a download. There's going to be something that comes out about an aircraft that took a land on a highway. Yup, something about a kitchen. That psychic woman could be watching me from a kitchen. There's all types of psychic spiritual women that watch me. Vega, the harp, she shall be exalted. Psalms 2:1-1-2. Look it up. Vega, the harp player, the divine feminine, she shall be exalted. Goldmouth is here. We have a jump shot, Jam, and Dwayne. This could be a man or a woman that has passed over with Dwayne. I saw a focus on this card, but it looked like it said sorcery. Someone here is a sorcerer or into sorcery. We have Sunny. Then I see Traveler. Now I'm picking up on the energy of a headache. I didn't have a headache 4 minutes and 59 seconds ago. I'm also picking up on the energy of a man passed over that had an injury to the left side of his body. Yep, something about that waterboard. Only when it's sunny. I heard when it's sunny outside. Yep, here we go. The flight plan. And now, yep, and then we have remote viewing. See how happy that guy is right there? And that's because he's tapped in with his higher self. And when it's sunny outside, oh boy. The flight plan is looking amazing. If they had to land on the freeway, I don't know what to tell you. We have greed. Then we have quarter horse. Today is the 25th. Power of the number 25. Today is a 7-day. Spirit come through. Yup. They were lacking spiritual knowledge. We have military here. Divine order. Lisa is under the table. Matthew 14:25 will be significant. 5 different worlds. Number 15. Swimsuit. Tallahassee, Florida. Step. Dream journal. Every single one of these came out reversed. That's how I was guided to present them. Whoever that is in Florida, someone is starting a spiritual journey, okay? Whoever you are, pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman. Someone could be wearing a spiritual dress or some type of a spiritual garment. Once again, this is collective info. During these collective messages, yeah, the hood made me. Here we go. With a feather. Someone found a feather. Then we have feather pen. With these collective messages, it's going to resonate for you in a few different ways. You have to use your own intuition. I'm not here to tell you everything about your life. For some of you men and women that watch tarot, that don't understand the journey, well, you better get to understanding it. Christ, wristwatch, the number 23, Asia. Christ. We have Fairbanks, Alaska. Then we have landscaping. There's something here about the flooding. If you recently experienced a flood in your area, somewhere, in your region, no matter where that is, whether you live in Alaska or not, I hope that everything is okay with you in your home. Yeah, something about a Capricorn. Silver Surfer. Here comes that grandfather energy. My lower back just started itching. You could have a grandmother, grandfather energy around you. Now I'm starting to pick up that headache energy. With the feather pen. Someone is upset because I am tapped into what I am tapped into. Whoever you are, you ain't finna send me your headache. Yeah, 5, 14, and 23 are all going to be birthdays, baby. 6, 15, 24 will all be birthdays. Yup, something about the king in reverse. Then I'm seeing Texas. House broom, something about a witch, driveway, patio. Somebody is smoking in the driveway. Someone is nervous. Could be a 5-foot short ball player that is nervous because there is a detective that is watching your ass. That's what I heard in somebody's story. I don't know what that is. I don't care where you're at, who you are. Someone is watching a ball player in your story, collective. Whoever that ball player is to you, I don't know. It don't matter. But they being watched. Shit, yeah, something about a field house. Definitely a ball player. Could be a college, yup, a soldier. Here comes that grandfather with harmony, balance, Libra vibes, championship boxer. Spirit come through once again. Thank you. 9:47 is going to be a significant time. I see Higgins. Harold, Valerie, and Harry. Then I'm seeing the Hail Mary. Spirit, come through. We have mom here. And then we have a Capricorn mother. Church. Something about a church mother is coming through. This could be a mother that is passed on or passed over. Or a father. Reverse the roles. If this is a father energy, this is a very loving father. This could have been a father that was very nurturing. Thank you to the Ogala. All praise due to the heavens. To the star gods. Wonka Tonka as well. Earth. You're connecting with Earth. The state of Maine is going to be significant, or the name Maine. Spirit, come through. Way too many cards on the floor. I see Lenny. Something about dazed and confused with the Empire cookie. With the Empire cookie, we have passed over relative protection. The negative vibrations I just felt sent at me, I sent them right back where they came from. Yeah. Now someone owes debts to the devil for sending me negative vibes. Constantly. Daily. Have fun with that. Same energy. There's the cough, the hack, same type of person. Male or female. Yup. Empire cookie with the student debt. That's where y'all really messed up at. The protection is here from the Passover relative. Empire cookies with the red and the yellow. Whoever this man is, this woman, yup, waffle is going to be significant. Of course, I heard Waffle House. Hell yeah, I heard Waffle House. Big yeah. Spirit, come through once again. Whatever this is. Earth sign could be involved. Connection to Earth, yeah, with the guide. Detroit police. That's where I am being guided to, literally. Yep. Thank you, Spirit. To, a store. I'm being guided to stop the reading. We have Detroit police, and we have something about a store. A guide with them cookies. Someone's passed over relative. Something could have happened at a store. If you live in the city, man, and some weird ass shit happened with the police, you know, or something crazy happened and the police showed up, you know, you're passed over relative. Well, guess what? They were protecting you. Movement is here. Hell yeah, there's people from the city that watch me that resonate with that. And if they're not here watching live, they will. That's why it came out. Holiday vacation. Someone could be taking a vacation. Yeah. Neptune, something about a Pisces. L7 baby. Twisted, yeah. They all fall apart. You know, Freak Show. Twisted vibes. If you know that band. Twisted, they're from Detroit too. Something about somebody dad here. Somebody passed over fathers here. Yeah. Somebody's passed over dads here. Someone's name could be Jamie, rescue specialist. Yep, somebody could have passed away in the back of a vehicle, an ambulance. Okay, someone could actually be a rescue specialist watching me. Timeless message, yes. Detroit police, something about a store. Then I've been holding holiday vacation in my hand. I forgot I was even holding it over here. Yep, Honda. There's a Honda involved for sure. These colors will resonate as well, orange and black. A little bit of blue in there, but more so the orange and black. I'm actually seeing a brown, yeah, I'm seeing a brown Honda. They said play ball on the brown Honda. Could have been by a baseball field or by, I heard, schoolyard. Virgo, Cancer. That could either be a season or a zodiac sign. I'm hearing more for a season. Something happened back in Cancer, Virgo season. Whatever this was that happened, it happened on a Wednesday. Or there's going to be something that comes out on a Wednesday for you. Whoever I just channeled in this story, You know exactly what I am speaking of because I don't have any clue what this is about. You do, okay? Whether you commented or not. The men and women that watch, every single one of these messages is timeless. And when the men and women come in to watch these messages, they'll receive them as needed. I see you. Yeah. Bondage, handcuffs. Something's going on with that. Spirit, come through. The store. Yeah, here she is. Kali. Paw, something about pie, like the food, and science. Science. Why did I say science like that? Science. That was very odd. Yep. Cadillac Zone 22s. That's what I just heard. No new friends. Elected at 12:13 Eastern Standard Time. Energy of the number 7. If you keep seeing 12:13 on the clock, pay attention to why you're actually seeing that number. Wow, I wrote this down years ago. Like, comment, subscribe, check my community board, clarify codes, symbols, check out our playlist, buy a piece of moldavite, which I've actually bought a couple pieces of labradite as well. Yeah, I need another piece of moldavite. Gratitude, light, yeah, 7:17 a.m. On 3/4/24, someone is getting ready to land at an airport. Whoever landed at that airport, there is something that is going to be seen in the airport. Someone's getting ready to travel. Someone here is famous. Okay, with that detective. Yeah, right there at the bottom. Someone here is a veteran. Someone here is a passed over protector. Whoever this protection energy is, they could have been a veteran. I'm seeing small soldier. You could be in the service watching me and have a, yeah. Carl, Carolina, Enoch, David, yep. What did Enoch do? You tell me. What did Enoch do? He told me that it was going to happen on Wednesday, or it did. Whatever that means to you, collective. Yep. Party foul. Someone's in trouble. Have a good one. Power of the number 4. You keep seeing 1111. Pay attention to that 4. Yep, TikTok. Something about a monster, a girl crush, a boy crush. Be aware of that. That's going to resonate for a couple of you. My angels, my ancestors, my guides, thank you. As I pick up the rest of these cards here, they want me to run through this deck one more time. Spirit, come through. Yep, thank you. They said take this out. We have play ball once again. Spirit, come through. Yep, something about a star wish. Something that you wrote in underneath the new moon. A truckload of data. Yep, big wheel and the name Ron. Spirit, come through. Someone wants you to play ball, or someone that used to, yep, grandma. Someone that used to watch you play ball or play ball with you. Grandma is here. And then we have expansion, Jupiter, abundance energy. The number 18, the number 9, the number 27 will be significant with birthdays. Yep, the number 2, the number 11, the number 20. Also, the number 29 will be significant with birthdays or dates when something is going to happen. Something about Oakland County, Michigan, and a boat. Oakland County, Michigan, a boat. Have a good one. Yep, I heard Gerber. Yep, I heard granule. Then I heard granite countertop. Granule, yep, like a granite countertop. Kitchen counter. Someone's building a brand new kitchen, or you just renovated something, or you're getting ready to receive something that's going to help you do a renovation. Hey, you. I don't know why I did that. Hey, you. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I see a couple of you coming in at the end here. We're getting ready to shut it down. 29. Yep. Strong energy with that number 2. Pay attention. Pay attention to those number 2s, okay? Very intuitive. Pay attention to that 279. Pay attention to what you see. Use your intuition always. Final message coming out here for the community. Thank you. Yep. You have mastered something here, ladies and gentlemen. You are mastering yourself. Have no fear. Ancestors with that street justice, with that balance right here in Libra season. Yes, I am a Libra moon. Moon priestess. Something about street justice, mastering your gifts, whatever you're tapping into. This is divine feminine energy. Anything with the moon. It's very warm. I can feel, yeah, very warm. You are very magical. With the Magi, also reference to the number 6 as well. Whoever you are, something about an island. You're like a magical island over there, ladies. The name Fred is coming out. Why do you want me to? Yeah. Alice. Yeah, Allison. I just heard the name Alice or Allison. Something about a Capricorn moon with the name Allison. Something about riding a bus. Okay. Someone got off on the wrong bus, or somebody got on the wrong bus. That's going to be significant with one of you personally here. If you come in and watch on the replay, someone could have a relative that's like literally riding the freaking bus around town with you. You know, trust me, I've been there before. I haven't rode the bus in quite a while, to be honest with you. I don't care to ride the bus, and I don't really need to travel, you know, too far. You know, I'd rather just take a little walk, take a gander for the most part around the, you know, the area where I live, where the bus lines run. Something about a store here, okay? Something about being at it. Yup, a greyhound. Yup, a greyhound. Something about an animal. Then a gray station wagon. It could be a charcoal color. Someone here could own a gray station wagon. Yup, something about a a landscaper. This man, this woman, either you're into landscaping. Yup, the landscaper. Someone's definitely waking up and just enjoying life and tending to their garden. And as you, this woman, she travels with you everywhere. She could have owned an animal in this lifetime. Yup, a holiday vacation. She travels with you everywhere. Thank you, Spirit. Yup, in that Honda. I knew it. Or on the bus, whatever it is. Yup, whatever. Okay, gray SUV. Thank you. That makes me feel better. I didn't. You said it's. There we go. Station way. Yup, I get it. I did see an Outback, but I don't think that's gonna be you, honey. Reference to Australia. I'm seeing AUS. I'm seeing the British flag with the dollars. One more card here. Yep, something about a Virgo Cancer. Thank you for, you know, allowing me in your energy always. I really appreciate it. Make sure you go to the community board. You know, I was supposed to remind you about this like every video like 3 years ago. Well, here we go. You know, here's a little bit of Virgo for you. So, oh wow, I wrote gratitude. Light on there. The love for God. Collective critics. There's a lot of them, isn't there? A lot of collective critics. That's cool. Virgo Cancer season, baby. Why? Spirit, thank you. Because today's the 25th. That's why they said. Because it's 9/25. That I did not set that up. My birthday is 9/7. Spirit isn't ever going to bullshit you, even about who I am. Okay? And when I say that something's going to take place on 9/27, I mean that. Today's 9/25. Spirit already showed you that. Spirit, come through. Someone could be born on the 25th of any zodiac sign. If you're a 7 energy, you're going to resonate with my... Yeah, here she is. There he is. Did-a-ding. See, right on time. Thank you, Grandpa and Grandma. Hi. Someone's back there creeping. 67. Break it down. That's number 4. I bet break it down. Break it down, break it down. I heard breaker 19 or 18. Someone could be born in 86. We have another king here. Someone's born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th. This could be someone that has passed on as well. 8/17/26 for sure. Yeah. Ooh, I got very shaky right there with that grandmother energy. Very shaky with that grandmother energy. That's grandma for sure. One of you here, your grandmother or grandfather is coming through very strong. Someone wore a big buckle. You could be from down south. You could be watching me wearing a big, like a Texas buckle, which is cool. Somebody threw a disc. Somebody's into disc golf too. The number 5, 14, and 20. Look, I'm getting shakier with that grandmother energy. That's how I know. That's how I know who she is. In 8 energy. 8/17/26. The love of my life. Oh, hey you. Hi, Conspiracy Tarot. Hey, Amanda. Ebony Pierce. Hi, Grandma. Born 3:30. 3 energy. Coming through hot. That's wow. Thank you for clarifying that for me. I really appreciate it. Also, you've been seeing a lot of 9s. Pay attention to that number 9. Also, someone here grew up in a home with 2 brothers. 125. Thank you. Thank you. There's that 25. Break it down. There's somebody's birthday that you know too. You completed a cycle with those people. You know it. Thank you, Junior Dog. I forgot you were in here. I saw you one time and then I thought you jumped out. Moneta. Excuse my mispronunciation. Moneta. Ebony, thank you, baby. Total healing. I appreciate the support. See this queen? Yep, a green and white van is going to be significant in your story. With that number 8. Very powerful. You're completing a cycle as well. They told me to stay for 1 second here. Yep, this bent card. I just noticed this bend in the card. Number 6, 15/24. Someone could really be bent out of shape about your life. Yeah, you have no fear. That's where it broke at in the middle. At the bottom, yeah, black lab or some type of a lab or an animal. Yep, there was an earthquake. There's going to be another, yeah. Utah, Nevada. There could be some unorthodox seismic activity taking place in the southwest region of the United States over the course of the next 8 months. You're going to see a man with a hand. Someone has a tattoo of either prayer hands or a man with a hand. Then I just saw it from Adam's family. Someone wants you to have mercy on their soul, and your ancestors said no. There's no mercy. Whoever that is that wants the ancestors to have mercy on their soul, the truth is there's no mercy. You need to start loving yourself and, talking to your own ancestors and quit trying to contradict what mine come through and say, including my grandfather. Grandpa is here. And he will show no mercy on you demonic fucks that try to come at his grandson. Have fun with that. Don't forget who Solomon was in the Bible. Taurus, El Toro, street legend. That's a big yes. This isn't cool. You had to lock about 2 or 3 demons in a cage. Somehow these demonic forces, they became uncaged. When they became uncaged, yep, I heard Johnny Cage. JC, no, I'm not talking about Jesus. This is crazy. Yep, Jesus came out with the cross and the water. Christ Yeshua, the boat, see it? Now that I say Christ Yeshua, there's Christ. Don't let them trick you. Those demonic forces, they are very powerful. Phoenix, Arizona. And we have Rado, travel. Someone wants you to travel, or someone is a traveler here. Number 6 is going to be highly significant with a traveler that is watching me. Either that's someone's birthday or something's going to happen. Yup, on the 26th. Do 6 at the bottom twice. That's going to be a double clarification for somebody. Either this is your birthday or something very shocking. Yep. I just saw an electric chair, kind of like the old death row emblem from back in the day that Tupac Shakur wore. Rest in peace. You know, the record, the emblem. That's all I'm talking about. Okay. I'm just using reference, the first thing that came to my mind, Gemini. Okay. Whoever's getting ready to get sat up in that electric chair, it's going to happen on a number 8 day. Did I say what was going to happen when they were sat down in the electric chair? No, I absolutely did not. Being sat down in an electrical chair could actually be a very good thing. That means someone is activated. Oh, baby. And when I say that you are activated, other, creatures, space beings, spaceships, they will deactivate on a number 8 day. Also, that seismic activity that I keep seeing on the West Coast. I keep seeing lower Utah, like the Four Corners where you have Utah, Arizona, New Mexico. I keep seeing Four Corners region reference to very light seismic activity. And it's not because I'm watching a fucking broadcast over here. If you want to know what I keep looking at, I'm looking at a pair of 3D goggles that I was wearing when the solar eclipse took place. And I told you in that Aries reading that ever since that solar eclipse, that would be the solar eclipse that changed the world. Astrologically speaking, according to time, according to the wheel, that was destined to happen. That wasn't really a prediction, but, since that day, what was that, April the 8th? Oh, baby. Since April the 8th? That's pretty cool. I got to see the meteor crater in Arizona. They have a huge meteor crater. That was actually pretty freaking sweet. I enjoyed seeing that. And then I got a picture of the Grand Canyon over there that I've been looking at all morning. I mean, not the entire morning, but I was sort of mourning over the fact that I'm in Michigan right now and not in Arizona where it's all warm and whatever at. But anywho, safe for direct solar viewing. Okay. National Center for Interactive Learning. Space Science Institute in Boulder, Colorado. Okay, now I know why I'm channeling the Four Corners. Did I forget Colorado? Is that part of the Four Corners? I can't remember. Anyway, someone is watching me. Somebody could be traveling to Colorado. Oh, am I Well, I wouldn't be channeling you. If you're that water sign, and you told me the other day that you were taking a vacation to Colorado, I hope you take some pictures. I really do, because God damn, you look good with a snowboard and a snowsuit on, with them little furry boots and that beautiful hair. Oh my, them pictures in the cabin, baby, by the fire with the nerd sweater on. Holy shit. I'm not bullshitting, baby. Yes, that's a big yes. Male or female. I don't know too many men that put on furry boots and nerd sweaters and take, saucy IG photos or Snapchat photos. So my fault. I don't want to trip nobody out, but I am channeling a woman. There is a beautiful woman that is getting ready to vacation. And for all of you beautiful women that are going on a vacation, I don't care if you're taking photos or not. Most people take photos on vacation. So yeah, I am channeling a woman that could be a photographer as well. Something about a travel to a brick house. Okay, Spirit, just walk me through this one just a little bit more. I haven't done it like this in quite a while. At 8:40 a.m. or p.m., something about that time. Okay, number 3. I can't say anything else besides Jupiter. Jupiter. Sagittarius, 9th house. I'm out. Grand Rising. I know it's been weird, hasn't it? And I enjoy taking photos myself. Oh boy, I am a photographer, you know. I do videography, and you know, that's an art. And there's other men and women that are into different forms of art, and I think that's pretty cool. Art is an expression, and also there is so much symbology in art, and that's the most amazing thing about life. A lot of people, you know, they don't get it. You do. I'm speaking to a hippie child, a gardener, a flower girl, you know, someone that's into that flower power, not powder. Somebody watch me on that powder. Okay, we ain't on that powder. Sorry, just because I get up here and sound like a Gemini for 35 minutes doesn't mean that I got to be on powder, dude. Bye. Whoever be projecting that over me every day, man, quit doing that to me, man. You're just mad because I don't got to check into a AA meeting every 23 minutes in order to stay sober. That ain't my fault. For those of you that don't like me because I smoke herb too, man, go talk to Jesus about that. Go talk to God and Goddess about that thing called Earth, okay? For my nerds that watch me, that study science, that study themselves, okay, that doesn't mean you have to be perfect. Most nerds, they're not perfect. They wear glasses, they got crooked teeth, you know, they got little things that are wrong with them, and that's why people look at nerds and they call them nerds. What's funny about us nerds nowadays, I think us nerds are getting, you know, more attractive by the dozens. And also nerds are very intelligent. Geeks, nerds, and I know some sexy ass nerds, baby. Okay, the month of April is going to be highly significant here. Aries, Pisces, right there in that region, like the third decan of Pisces, first decan, maybe the second decan. Look, I want to do that again. The second decan of Aries season. Oh, he's so cute. The little, what's that, a whale or like a... Oh, it's a seal. Oh, they tricked me. I thought it meant like the seal of the third eye. It's a seal with goggles on. That's funny because my wallet's made out of electric eel. Oh man, the pin fell down there. Oh man, it went right in my sandal. So if I move, I could potentially step on it. Now I got to kick it out of my sandal. There, we're good. It's on the floor. Okay, make sure you keep your goggles on. Make sure that you are prepared for the next event that takes place across the planet. Okay, make sure that you are prepared for the next Bitcoin wave. All right, because now everything's, you know, ooh, baby, let me tell you, I'm not going to get into the finances right now, but prepare. I couldn't even see it. Prepare. Vision 2026. The completion year, the number 1 year. Pay attention. Where is it at? Yep. February 20th. Ding. February 20th, 2026. February 20th, 2026. Neptune and Saturn. Both of them. Yeah. They said don't put them on. They said just make a triangle. You don't have to wear glasses for that one. My bad, Spirit. My bad. Yep. Cece. That's a yes. Get prepared. Have a great day.